Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with a weekly PSA lesson, and I'll be dealing with the dangers of slander, okay? Are you tired of rumors spreading like wildfire and damaging your reputation? We all know that gossip can be hurtful and destructive, but did you know that slander can have serious legal consequences? Hi, my name is Michelle Strickland, and I'm here to shed light on the dangers of slander and how to protect yourself from it. Slander is the act of spreading false and damaging spoken statements about someone with the intent to harm their reputation. It can happen in person, on social media, or even through anonymous sources. The effects of slander can be devastating, affecting your personal and professional life. And we see it every day. We see it going. We can watch TV and see people saying way too much or saying things that aren't true, you know, or claiming that people have said things that aren't true. How do we deal with slander effectively? I'm going to give you some steps to take if you find yourself a victim of slander. Stay calm and gather evidence. The first step is to remain calm and composed. Gather any evidence of the false statements being made, such as screenshots, recordings, or witness testimonies. Having tangible proof can be crucial in defending your reputation. Consult with a legal professional. Reach out to a qualified attorney who specializes in defamation cases. They will guide you on the appropriate legal actions to take and help you understand your rights and options. Address the source directly. If you feel comfortable doing so, approach the person responsible for spreading the slander. Politely but firmly ask them to stop and clarify any misunderstanding. Sometimes honest communication can resolve the issues. Now be careful with that, because if you don't know for sure that people are doing something or have said anything, just be careful with that. That's all I'm saying, you know. And be careful and polite with people if you decide that you want to just ask them, you know. Be careful with that. Educate your circle. Inform your close friends, family, and colleagues about the slander and share the truth with them. Your loved ones can be a strong support system and may help dispel false rumors. And, and that's one thing that I'm dealing with some stuff, and I'm not getting the answers that I want. But I have told my family what I'm going through just so that they're aware, because they need to know what's going on, in case somebody tries to hurt me or something like that, because I've gone through a serious gang stalking situation. I don't know, but nobody's giving me the answers that I want on it yet. But I'm going to get my answers eventually. So be careful. When you're a targeted individual, you don't know who's coming from where, So just be careful, and be careful confronting people, about stuff if you're not for sure. Utilize social media and platforms. If slander is happening online, report false contact to the platform administrators. Social media sites often have policies against spreading false information, and they might take action against the offenders. And that's one thing that I do too, especially with these scammers, I report them. I just report them, I just do. I don't care, because they didn't care about, trying to take advantage of me. So, or I block them. It's just that simple. If people want to be hateful, just go somewhere with that. Everybody doesn't want to live like that. And if you're that hateful, you need God. Remember, defamation laws are in place to protect you from the harms of slander. By taking appropriate steps and seeking legal advice, you can safeguard your reputation and hold those responsible accountable. And I report people, okay? Because, I'm not going to just let people just bulldoze over me. I'm going to go to the authorities on you, okay? And I hope everybody else would consider that too, because you need to make sure that you have have reported the situation. Hopefully nothing goes wrong and things work out, but sometimes they don't, but people need to be aware so they have, an idea of where to start looking for folks if something goes wrong. I mean, people can be that hateful. Remember, let's try to build a community of empathy and understanding. Together we can make a difference by choosing kindness over rumors and truth over slanders. You know, spread positivity, not falsehoods. And I try to be real fair with people. I don't try to I tease people a lot, just, you know, in fun, but I don't try to hurt people's feelings. You know, I really try to avoid that, you know, at all costs, because I don't want to be involved in a whole bunch of madness, you know. So, you know, if you're going through some stuff, you know, just think about a few things. And if it gets to the point to where, you know, it can become dangerous, you need to report the situation at least to the authorities so they have something on record, okay? This message was brought to you by Michelle Strickland. Let's create a world where where words lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. Thank you for listening today.